25th of June 2024, the 23rd day of the fixed TF2 protest. No response from Valve at all. The Save.tf petition has been signed 334,000 times as of 10:30 PM Central European Time, a 1,000 increase since yesterday. As of the TF2 Steam page, it has stayed at 11% of all recent positive reviews. So, in today's news, let me give you a bit of context before we unfold what has transpired since yesterday. The Fix TF2 movement, organized by Shork, Wheezy, and other TF2 content creators, which were left unspecified, is a community-wide protest which aims to pursue Valve into removing TF2's abundant amount of cheater bots from the game's casual servers. The initial goals of the protest were raising awareness of the state of the game, as well as collecting petition signatures on the Save.tf page, which in an unspecified amount of time would be delivered to Valve in physical form. Talks about a financial boycott were present since the first week of the protest, but it was never officially confirmed by any of the organizers. Until yesterday, 24th of June 2024, when Shork spoke out of the possibility of financially boycotting Valve if they happened to release a seasonal summer update with no fixes related to the swarm of cheater bots on casual servers. Shork also spoke about his ideas on the boycott, which he repeatedly kept calling a boycott with a U instead of an O in the second syllable of the word, claiming that if a boycott were to happen, it should ideally start as soon as possible. On the same day, The What Show on Twitter, who is an active figure within the movement, seemingly replied to Shork's opinion on the boycott, as well as a question thrown around in the community. That is why the protest didn't start off with a boycott initially. The entire thread explains his stance on why running the boycott around the seasonal summer update would have been better than a boycott from the get-go. Within the same thread, The What Show has revealed that he, as well as a few more people, are planning to go to Valve headquarters, possibly to hand over the Save.tf petitions and presumably record the whole ordeal. The What Show's tweet was quoted by Wheezy on Twitter the next day, the 25th of June 2024, openly stating that he feels this sort of endeavor is of no practical use for the protest in general. He continued to share his opinions in following tweets during the day, one of them openly criticizing r/TF2 and their quote-unquote moronic display of community brain rot. He concluded the tweet by stating his lack of belief of how many false narratives were taken from the initial ideas of the Fix TF2 protest. What he has unfortunately failed to mention is a lack of solid information on how the protest was supposed to be run in the first place, which has led many community members to take up said false narratives. The only mentions of what the protest endeavors on the Save.tf page speaks of. What is the organizers' mission, whereas the organizers were never named, that the petition will be quote-unquote forwarded to Valve at a later date, and what the community members can do in order to spread the protest's influence. For the first week, #FixTF2 was gaining noticeable traction online, with large YouTubers, media outlets, and many users all around different social websites were spreading awareness of TF2's issues and the protest itself. With a lack of any directions, and online traction dying down, many community members could have started to theorize on how the protest would be ran, how they think it should be run, and with no clear response from the organizers at all, it is possible many started to take some of the aforementioned theories as fact. It is clear that the pragmatic nature of the movement's upkeep is starting to shine through. The infighting over what's the most important aspect of the protest, and what should be the focus for the community and the movement's organizers, is still in dispute. Welp, that's it for today's news. And if you still haven't...
Look, just sign the stupid petition. I've got stuff to do.
Thank you, peace, and till tomorrow.